Hey, Myles here at Tactile Hyve, and today in this video I want to discuss the administrative load. What is an administrative load? This is the first time, you're on the range, the first time you're actually going to make your gun hot, right? So you're completely unloaded, you're ready to take your first shots of the day. How should you reload your firearm? There are a lot of different ways to do this, okay? Depending on the school or instructor you train with, they might have different ways of doing this. I'm gonna share one way. And based on what I show you, you can add things, you can take things away. This is just one method. But the idea here is your administrative load gives you the opportunity to make sure everything is ready with your equipment, and you are confident that when you take your first shots, everything's going to operate the way it's supposed to, right? So I'm going to demonstrate this live. I'll talk through each one of the steps. So I have my eyes and my ears right now because I'll be shooting downrange. I'll actually have some bullets in my magazine. So let's assume you just got out of your car, you got your gear ready, you have your gun outside of its gun bag or case, you've put it in its holster, whether it's outside the waistband or concealed, and you're now at the line, you're ready to go shoot, but you haven't loaded your gun yet. So here's an administrative process that you can use when you are shooting on your own. So the first thing you would do is you're going to present your gun to the target. So you're going to draw and present your gun. What does this do? So this is the very first thing, because we don't know the status of your firearm yet, right? Your finger will be out of the trigger guard here, not on the trigger. You're gonna present, and what this does is it allows you to do two things. One, you're going to, if you're an iron sight shooter, this will give you the opportunity to make sure that your sights are aligned, everything is good, like your front sight or your rear sight didn't fall off, okay? And second, if you're a red dot shooter, you can ensure that your red dot is on. How many times for you beginners and new shooters, be honest with yourself, you presented and you realize, wow, my red dot's not even on. So when you get to the line, this motion right here is going to make sure that everything is just good and is operating right. You have your red dot turned on and your sights are aligned, okay? So that's the first thing, finger off the trigger. And of course, we're pointing the gun down range. The next thing is, I'm going to lock the slide back. This is for a couple reasons. So once I'm here, I'm going to lock the slide back, okay? For those of you who are just starting, you're going to have a slide stop on your gun here. So you would pull the slide back and then lock it with your thumb. There are different techniques, but the idea here is lock it back, okay, before we bring it back. And this does a few things. One, this will be the process of ensuring that my gun is clear and safe. So I can look down the barrel, I can feel for if it's clear, nothing in the mag well, so I'm completely safe. Remember, the idea here is the administrative load. Maybe we haven't even checked our gun, right, in a while, so we just want to double check, okay? So it's clear, right? At this point, now that I've confirmed that's completely clear, then I'm going to grab my mag, okay? Wherever it is, outside the waistband mag pouch, whatever it is, okay? I have a bullet in here, okay? I'm not going to be shooting, but I want to do this so that I can send it forward, all right? So at this point, then you would conduct your reload. You would insert the mag, okay? And now the next step is to send your slide forward. You can do it any which way you want to, okay? If you want to do this technique, slingshot, over the top, whatever it is. But at this point, I'm going to send the slide forward. That time, I just used my support hand thumb to hit the slide release, and it's forward, okay? So here, I'm looking down range here, just again, kind of make sure, get a rep in, make sure I have everything dialed in, stance is good, okay? Now, before I reholster, this is where, people are gonna be lots of different opinions about press checking. So this is what I said, you wanna add it, add it. You don't wanna do it, don't do it, right? But if you are the type who press checks, okay, then this would be a good time to do so before you reholster, because this is your administrative load, you have time to do so, there's no threats or anything like that. At this point, you can conduct your press check using any technique you like. Okay, then at this point, reholster safely. Now you are ready to go through your day and start shooting, conduct your drill. You don't necessarily have to do this all the time. This is an administrative load where you don't know the status of your weapon. It's been in its case for a long time. You don't know. Maybe you live with roommates and people who may be touching your gun and things like that, right? So you don't want to do this. Assume that it's empty. Follow this process. So one more time, just quickly here, I'm going to download real quick. And I'm going to just put this here. I'm pretending I have a mag pouch, okay? So I get to the line. I'm going to present first just so that I can see my sights are in a good status, my red dot's in a good status. If not, I turn it on or make the tweaks that I need to. I'm gonna lock the slide back here, physically check, mag well clear, chamber is clear, everything is good, okay? Then I'll grab my fresh mag. I'll send the slide forward using whatever technique, okay? I like to push it out here just to make sure I get a good feel of everything. And then at this point, either press check or just put it away, right? So it's up to you. And make sure you reholster safely. Now you're ready to go. So that's a quick video on how to conduct an administrative load. Remember, the whole idea of administrative load is that you're checking the status of your weapon, making sure everything is operating fine so that before you start your practice or your training session, you're not gonna have any problems. There are lots of different ways to do this, so don't feel like this is the only way to do it. You can add steps, you can take steps away, but it is a good idea to have an administrative load so that you'll have a safe and effective training session. Hope you guys liked the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.